My name is Gary Cordery. Lived here in Oahu since 1980. Father, grandfather. This is an emotional meeting. Nani, you mentioned a moment ago, this is not about Maui. This is absolutely about Maui. And my concern, and I'm actually speaking to each of you sitting around this table. Each of you have a placard representing an organization. And I have a question before I actually have my testimony. By a raise of hands, are any of you participating in an event, in a restructuring as a stakeholder on Maui at any level, whether you're state, federal, private, or a private citizen? Are you engaged? Are you a stakeholder? Are you written? Is your name listed as a stakeholder of any of the redevelopment plans regarding a smart city? By a raise of hands, I would like to see a raise of hands. Because the information is out there. Raise of hands. I can tell you, Department of Planning, DLNR, DBED, Housing, all of these agencies, and I'm not saying to you directly, but you're here representing these agencies, therefore, it is your responsibility to tell the truth. Each one of these agencies have signed on as stakeholders for the redevelopment of a smart city in Maui. I'm asking you again, who has signed on?
So I'm sorry, but I asked for testimony pursuant to the agenda, and there's nothing on the agenda about smart cities. And if we could also refrain from yelling.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, and I'll provide clarification. Smart cities is everything about housing. The idea that you're going to sit around this table, and I realize it's not on today's agenda, but the idea that you're going to sit around this table and make decisions about the long-term viability of sustained life on Maui without the people's input, I can tell you, is this a charade? It is true. Try go to Hele Mai Maui 2040.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a 5-minute break. I have repeatedly stated we are not discussing Lahaina. Just to calm temperatures down. We will come back in 5 minutes. We're taking a recess.
You're all responsible, and I would like to talk to you when you say that it's not true. I can tell you, Hele Mai Maui 2040, look at the stakeholders, and you're going to find all of your departments listed as stakeholders. Okay, I'll be right here.
So I went and looked into this, and this is what I found. Hele Mai Maui is what Gary's talking about, and it's a transportation plan to extend all the way till 2040. Their main focus is on transportation. They want to change the way we get around the island because of climate change and because of the rising population in the island. So I started thinking, Gary is onto something here, and I just want to find out what it is. So let's see what they had planned for Lahaina.
The West Maui Greenway consists of 6 segments, passing by destinations including Napili, Ka'anapali, Lahaina, Launiupoko Beach, and Olavalu. The West Maui Greenway Plan sets the stage for the future Greenway development. The goals of the Greenway project are to foster community, bring joy, strengthen connectivity, promote safety and comfort, and ensure feasibility. The Greenway corridor varies significantly over its 25 miles. The Greenway may follow in-town streets or the highway along a separate path, or may travel along existing cane haul roads, train tracks, or flood control channels, and may feature amenities like access points that have seating, bike parking, and hydration stations. Community and stakeholder engagement took place throughout the course of the project in order to inform the project goals, the Greenway alignment, and the prioritization of the segments. Nearly 850 community members were engaged throughout the project. Greenway is the most densely populated area along the entire corridor. Passing through Lahaina to reach Keawe Street, the determination of the final alignment will be based on the timing of other planned projects in this area. It may include a Mauka alignment along the Cane Hall Road. Alternatively, the alignment may travel Makai along the sugarcane train tracks parallel to Malu Street. As the Greenway passes Pioneer Mill, the final alignment here will be determined based on other ongoing planned projects.
Keep in mind, this is just one of the projects they have planned for Lahaina. There's very, very many. That's why she said this will determine on future projects. Out of the many, many future projects, one of them is going to be housing. They're going to build a bunch more houses. And the reason why is because of the rise in population. I say just don't build any new housing and the population doesn't rise. That's just my opinion. But let's get back to what Gary might be implying, and that is that all these organizations had something to do with the tragedy, or that they're taking advantage of the tragedy for their benefit, which I believe is what Gary's trying to imply here. I did find this statement on their website after these devastating fires, and I want you to read this. While we grieve with the community, we also understand the importance of time and space for healing. We are here to support you, and we will be ready to engage in the recovery process when the residents of Lahaina are prepared to do so. Your strength and resilience inspire us, and together we will create a brighter future for Maui. In this time of sorrow, please know that our hearts are with you. We are committed to assisting in any way we can as we navigate the path to recovery and restoration. It sounds to me like they got something out of their way, and now they can continue on with their development. Listen to what the people have to say about this.
They're crying. Yeah, it's heavy right now. You should feel that heaviness because this was not a natural disaster. And I would like actually samples taken from the soil. You guys put the screen up. You won't let anyone see what's going on inside. But we know very well that you guys, as the third largest stakeholders, the state, do want that land and can take it when you deem it a natural disaster. And that is disgusting. And that is why I'm also here today, because someone needs to call that out. We wanted the samples right away. You guys stopped the people from going in. It's just awful.
Think of this as numbers for buildings, for money. What about the people? What about the families that have been destroyed by this fire? And for the record, I will say this. It was not a natural disaster. This emergency proclamation is a fall. And let me tell you why. Because all of the hearings you hear, all of the testimony you hear, all of the social media you hear, it connects the dots to what's happening in Lahaina. Lahaina was our first United Kingdom capital. Funny how all the common people were taken out in one fell swoop of a fire.
Hi, my name is Jessica Wortham. I was born and raised in Haiku, Maui. I am a mother, and I am a child of this living, breathing earth. I do not consent to AI control. I do not consent to smart cities. And I 100% know with every fiber of my being that this was not a natural disaster. This was a planned attack. There are many, it's a 1 + 1 + 1 = 3 equation. You cannot call me a conspiracy theorist for being a critical thinker. Did you know that the CIA, the corrupt CIA, invented the words conspiracy theorist as a way to gaslight people for speaking up on the truth? I am here to protect the Mother Earth, where I came from. I don't care that I was born in Maui, okay? This is about the living earth and the people with good hearts, okay? This is not about division. This is about unity, and this is about coming together and fighting for the rights of the people. Climate change does not exist. You guys are modifying our weather, okay?
Excuse me. Okay, I appreciate your comments again, I do, but we really need to stick to the items on the agenda. It is 11:10.
I don't care about your agenda. You know what? Your agenda can kiss my ass, okay? Your agenda can literally kiss my butt.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
We're done.
Most Hawaii people don't believe the narrative that climate change caused this fire to happen and that it was natural. Also, the news doesn't talk about this, but we're still missing approximately 2,000 children. This is from the Department of Education, so this isn't even from anywhere else. This is straight off of their website. 2,000 kids missing. Now, I'm going to continue looking into this. I'm taking as much information as I possibly can. It takes a lot of time to make these videos, So I'll continue to make them, but for now I'm gonna end it here. Thank you, aloha,